Simon, defeating the first round of the championship, obviously away at Batley. Disappointing result, but did you see any encouraging signs in there to build on moving into London this week?
Yeah, definitely. Hugely disappointing. You build up round one, don't you? We talk about it all pre-season as fans as well. We get to round one and we all want to start on the front foot, and we really did start that way, didn't we? First half, I don't really want to get too technical because I think it loses people at times, but 90% completion, and we were just going average for us. I thought we could have done a bit more, but yeah, 9 times out of 10 when we had the ball, we got to the end of it, took some energy away, played the game at right end of field, conceded a sloppy try prior to half time, and then started the second half in similar fashion. And then after that, it were a bit like Oldham last year. I don't even want to talk about that game, it's just about got out of my head, but the second half of Oldham, where individuals just come up with a ton of errors, which is very sort of hard to account for, I suppose. Then you compound that by someone else doing one and so on, and then the sin bins come, and that's when Batley sort of did the damage really, and we just couldn't find a way back in. But yeah, disappointing, but in the grand scheme of things, it's round one of 27, and we won't be spitting our dummy out, so to speak. We'll be just rolling our sleeves up, getting on with the next one.
Obviously losing one of your big close season signings in the first game, does that sort of shuffle your ideas and change your plans for how you're going to use this squad? Does it force your hand into the loan/transfer market in any way?
No, we have enough middles to be able to cover Brad. I'm gutted he's gone. I thought he's a signing that's kind of gone under radar, and I suppose his 3 minutes at Batley probably showed why we wanted him. So it's really unfortunate for us, but someone else just has to step up, don't they? And someone else probably gets an opportunity maybe before they deserve it, or they've got more of a chance of getting on field anyway. And now there's one more out of the way. With regards to dual reg and whatnot, I think we've discussed this, haven't we, about how it works and whatnot, but they've got to get to round one first and have a look at their own and everything else. I'm still comfortable with what we've got at present. A couple of injuries, yes, but we've got a good squad, decent sized squad, and I'd say we've got 5 unavailable at present, so it still leaves us 21 anyway. So we'll stick with them lads, and there'll be some changes this week. There has to be. There's 2 schools of thought with it really. Could have swung the axe and swapped a load of them, and really made a statement to the lads. But on the flip side, do you stick with them? There's all those things to consider. But we'll be putting out a team that I feel is going to do the job, to hopefully get the points at home against London, because giving people another opportunity or time can't be at the expense of a result. So we'll see what happens through training tonight and tomorrow, and see how the bodies come through, and we'll make a decision. Moving
on to Sunday then, you mentioned London Broncos at the Shay. 2 teams coming off the back of losses. Are you expecting a big challenge from them to see who can be the first team to sort of get rid of the duck egg, so to speak?
Yeah, definitely. I've watched London's game. They're a big team, physical team, move the ball around decent. They're not a bad team at all. Got a few good additions in there this year as well, and plenty of homegrown talent, which is obviously nice to see. But for us, I think we're going to worry about ourselves. There was a lot in our game that we were in control of and we didn't against Batley, so we're going to try to focus on that more than anything. But yeah, it will be nice to get off the mark should we put in the performance that deserves it.
And you'll be hoping that there's a raucous crowd there, and they're absolutely packing the stands, making it a really hostile atmosphere. London have got a long journey coming up. Can the Fax fans in the stands making a lot of noise be a big advantage and sort of help drive us over the line on Sunday?
Yeah, they always make a difference, don't they? You just got to give them something to sing about. That's the important bit. I'm sure they'd have been quite a bit louder for longer periods at Batley, should we give a performance that deserved that attention. So yeah, it's on us to make sure they're in good spirits. But yeah, supporters, fans, whatever you want to call them, the good ones are there thick and thin, and we've come off a loss. It's not the end of the world. Hopefully we'll see them all there on Sunday.
And finally then, earlier in the week, the 4th round of the Betfred Challenge Cup drew us at home with possibly arguably the toughest opponent of the lot, Featherstone Rovers. Are you happy to have a tough opponent? Would you sort of battle harden you, or is it a case of you face them the week after? How do you feel about that draw?
I think it's a tough period for us there now, having Fev in the Cup at home, Fev away, followed by Lee at home the following week. It's a tough little period, but It is what it is. They're a good team. They're going to be a good test and challenge for us, definitely. Obviously, everything's been said about Featherstone, the recruitment, all the rest of it. They're a good team with a really experienced coach, Charlie. So I expect them to be good at any time throughout the year, and we've got to play them at some point. It just happens to be a little bit sooner in that cup competition. Yes, it would have been nice to get possibly an amateur side or a League One team to try and to have a better chance of getting through to the later rounds, but at the end of the day, the draw's the draw. It is what it is. We get it, we're given, and we go there and give our best efforts.